Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back. My name is Siperos and this is Tyranny. In the last episode we with Verse traveled to this favorite camp to meet the two Archons, the voices of Nerat, Archon of Secrets, and also the leader of Scarlet Chorus, and Graven Ash, Archon of War, I think was his title, and he's also the leader of these favorite soldiers. And I read Kairos' edict, and as you can see here, there's a timer here. 8 days to Kairos' Day of Swords, which is basically an international national holiday in Kairos' empire. And what we basically have to do is to defeat our last enemies of this region. I don't exactly remember what this land was called, but anyway, we have to beat them in 8 days, or we all die. Basically, the edict, the spell, will basically kill everyone in this region, including us. So we are kinda in a hurry. And it looks like that Verse has something to say. At least there's this speech bubble here. Let's see what she has to say for herself. How did you do that? Verse looks at you with a quizzical expression. Quizzical, whatever that means. So many weird words. Do what? Back in the Archon's war tent, you cast an edict as casually as reading a supply shipment. How did you do that? Well, I have done it before. It was nothing really. I don't wish to discuss it. Well, I have done it before. Let's brag a little bit. Don't look stupid. You were the one who cast the Edict of Storms on Stalwart, didn't you? The one that tore the battlefield apart with a cyclone of Kairos' anger. And in case you're wondering what this is, well, excuse me. Well, there you can read it if you want. This is one of those conquest choices that I made during character creation. Conquest. That was me, alright. Let's just nod silently. Let's be cool. Well, call me impressed. Considering that you have read the words of Kairos more than once, I'm surprised that you are even alive to tell of it. Your vocal cord should have turned to ash by now. What? Is that so? Well, damn, I'm a bigger badass than I thought. I'm not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. It's just worth recognizing that you are done. That what you have done. Not only are you Tunon's Fatebinder, you are the mouthpiece of the Overlord. Gives me plenty of reason to stick around. You're going places and I want to see where they lead. That's enough for now. If you say so, I have some questions about you. Well, actually, yeah, let's ask some questions.
What do you need?
Oh, now there's some voice acting. Yeah, there's not voice acting all the time, which is kinda a shame. More reading for me. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your time with the Scarlet Chorus. What are your thoughts on this favorite? What do you think of those who defy Chorus' authority? You have learned a thing or two about fighting in the Scarlet Chorus. Care to duel? Oh, we can duel her. Interesting. I want to ask about your travels. Well, excuse me. Well, let's ask this. Tell me about yourself. Not sure if I have asked this before, but I'm gonna refresh my memory.
Yeah, if you insist. I'm a Scarlet Fury.
That's what it was.
That should raise some flags for you. It means that I'm good at killing, and more importantly, that I enjoy it. What I won't enjoy are the pleasures of funerary rites packed with weeping mourners. Someday I'll fall in battle, and then they'll roll me into a mass grave or heap me atop a shit-stained wagon. One more anonymous, knife-riddled piece of meat. Until then, I plan to take whatever I can from life and have a little fun along the way.
I like her spirit. Tell about your life before the chorus. Life? What life? As far as I'm concerned, I didn't exist before the chorus. There was some girl in a farm wearing my face and talking with my voice, but she wasn't me. Sometimes she would sneak out at night, take a skite and have some fun with the livestock. Our shared interests began and ended there. Oh, sounds like you had some quite a few problems even back then. When the Scarlet Chorus swept through my village on the long trek from the bastard city, that was when I finally woke up. I buried my old life, took red vengeance on anyone who would wrong me, and found the freedom I could only dream was out there. What of your parents? My mother ran a successful farm, and I worked it for a number of years before I found the chorus. She was a hard, bitter woman, acted like the world owned her something. She never talked about my father, though I figured out a thing or two about him later on. He was a merchant from the Northern Empire who took a liking to her, and she him. He stayed around only long enough to get what he wanted. Typical. But never mind him. My mother never had what you would call taste, so he couldn't have been terribly influential to me if he did stick around. Do you ever wish you could do things over and end up somewhere other than Karas's army? Nah, I'm not interested in asking that. How did you get conscripted? What is the significance of your feathers? How did you get conscripted? How did I? I think you have the wrong idea about me. The chorus didn't take me as a supid maid. I strolled into their camp and enlisted. Someone tossed me a dented plate. I lived through initiation, spent a week butchering my neighbors, and moved on with my new kin. I didn't waste time with goodbyes. My mother had long since died, and the rest of my family were losses. The girl I used to be, even she knew that she was worth more than all of them combined. Well, you got some ambition, I give you that. What is the significance of your feathers? Where's loyalty too? We are getting awfully chummy, so I guess you deserve a story. My mother kept a messenger bird, Witterbeak. He was an angry old bastard, spoiled from living from high life. Squawked in my window every single night. Pecked my fingers while I fed him only the fattest, juiciest mice. When I left the farm to join the Scarlet Chorus, I wrung that ungrateful little fucker like a dish rag. Plucked his feathers and gave his carcass to the mice. It felt like justice. She slides a crimson feather from her hair and springs it in her fingers. I also like how the feathers catch the breeze. Helps me keep my balance, especially when I'm moving fast. She slips the feather among the others and smooths it back. Enough question about your past. That suits me just fine. I'm not much for comparing family histories if I can avoid it. Tell me about your time with the Scarlet Chorus.
The Scarlet Chorus is mostly for madmen and peasants with rusty daggers, but it's also a little niche of freedom that I never had. Once I survived training and met my Scarlet Fury sisters, I saw a different side of the Howling Mob.
Who are your sisters? Who were they would be more appropriate. 3 Whispers, Red Geyser and Seeking Sheath, best fighters I ever met. There wasn't a foe we couldn't take down together. Our fighting style complemented perfectly, so we divided up the killing work like bards sharing a song. At least we used to. She presents a solemn salute. Well, I'm not gonna go and ask all 3 of them. I take it that they died, but let's ask. We were scouting around Ventrin's well during the siege, back when we only suspected the guard of organizing in secret. My sisters and I came upon came upon a group of them. Or Kyrus knows, maybe they found us. No one said anything. We drew iron and bronze. That was when everything went wrong. I was supposed to take point and occupy the guard with a dance of blade work. Something disorienting while my sisters picked their marks. I hesitated. I lost my nerve. Instead of rushing on the outbreakers, I froze with my weapon drawn. My sisters fought on without me, but they were off balance, like whatever I had was catching. They died, I lived. My sisters were relying on me to lead the dance, and I failed them. Your actions were inexcusable for a fighter of your station. It's understandable, caution stayed your hand. Well, I'm not gonna go too easy on her. You have gained loyalty with words. You are absolutely right. You're damn right I am. If I had witnessed the same in one of my sisters, I might have even killed her for endangering the rest of us. Good thing for me that they didn't get the chance. She chuckles, but there's no humor in it. Hesitation is a rut. It's unbecoming of any chorus member, and unheard of in Scarlet Fury. I would cut it from my body and cauterize the wound if only I knew its source. She crimsons once more and turns inward, contemplating. Any thoughts on the topic, or are we just here to open old wounds? Well, let's not ask any more details about that. Back to my question about Scarlet Chorus.
What do you need to know?
Tell me about your training.
For new recruits shoved to the front lines, training means surviving the first battle. Anything beyond that is for the fighters who show potential, whether as blade dancers or arcane madmen. There's nothing in the world like getting put through the paces as a Scarlet Fury. Every day is a test of your commitment and passion. Failure means death. The first few weeks were the hardest, but also the most rewarding. I earned my name, picked up some quality weapons, and met my sisters.
You earned your name? If you think a simple farmer from the Tears would name her child Verse, I suggest you visit my old village. Most of them were walking around with surnames like Barrel or Fish. Not the most creative bunch. She smirks and shakes her head. The chorus take your name away. Whoever you were before, you aren't that person anymore. Then you earn back a name through great deeds, usually murderous ones. That's why you see choirmen walking around with names like Stink Mouse or Face First. Face First. There's probably a good reason for it. The voices of Nerat gave me this name. When the Scarlet Chorus runs howling into battle, he doesn't hear war, he hears a symphony. And when I fight with blade or bow, he told me that my music stands out louder than anyone else's, and contains too many parts to be easily defined. When you least suspect it, the Archon of Secrets can be downright charming. Tell me about the Scarlet Furies. We are not gonna continue this for too long, folks, I promise.
The elite fighters of the Scarlet Chorus. Your typical Horde recruit fights with a rusty spoon and a chip on his shoulder, but the Scarlet Furies are, well, different. We focus our madness. We coordinate, we kill, we dance. It's like art. Imagine a sculpture that twisted in weird, beautiful angles, and then gutted you too fast for you to realize what was happening.
It sounds wonderful. Do you even hear yourself when you talk? What's your real name? Well, I don't really care about that. Tell me about your weapon skills. Well, I kinda know them already. Well, let's leave it to this. That was very enlightening. Well, we can still speak to her if we want to. Alright. But now, let's explore this camp some more. What do you mean you haven't heard from Commander Ironcore? It's been a full spawn since we... Last we heard, Master Radric said to keep an eye on the Northern Pass, and he would be coming through there. For the mercy of Kairos, we don't have the soldiers to send hunting through the trees for our own damn Earthshakers. Sounds like trouble. Fatebinder Rurkak, am I right? I'm Sivius, Commander and third generation disfavored. Specifically, I'm Sivius the Younger. Some folks can't keep track. The rank says Commander, but lately I'm just organizing patrols and trying to stay out of the way. You should talk to Iron Marshal if you have something official that needs discussing. What is it you need? I overheard you asking that Earthshakers... overheard you asking that Earthshakers were where the reinforcements have gone. Is there a problem? I'm afraid so. Ratis, the head of the Earthshakers, was supposed to arrive with a group of his most competent spellspringers to help break this stalemate. I don't know what's holding up the arrival, and that worries me. If you were at all inclined to lend a hand, we could use some arcane support on our side. Well, I'm not an arcane user though. I guess I could lend a hand. Could you? I knew that Tunon's agent wouldn't fail us in a time of need. I'll mark the last known site of our Earthshaker reinforcements on your map. Good hunting, Fatebinder. Why do you think the siege has delayed for so long? The two armies haven't worked well together in years. Why do you think that is? I'm actually curious to know. Come on, Binder. Seems like asking why beasts stink. That his favorite are only too eager to deliver Kairos' peace to the tears, while the Scarlet Chorus bring only mayhem in their wake. You can tell me the Voices of Nerat has a plan, and I'll take your word for it. But the Chorus sure seems to plunder around, never moving with purpose as we do. I wonder if we have been fighting the same war, soldier. I have seen Ash yank his precious soldiers away from more battles than he's won. If you want to call that progress, be my guest. Unless we find a way to work as one, I fear that the Scarlet Chorus will step in front of Graven Ash's strategies at every turn. As far as I'm concerned, it seems like the Voice of Nerat is here to amuse himself, while the rest of us are here to do our job. Well, alright. Now then, what did these stars mean again? Ah, they are characters, alright. Iron Marshal Erenius. Let's have a word with her. Don't just cuddle the impact, push back with your shield, take the momentum. Iron Marshal Erenius, Wield Commander of the Disfavored, pounds her fist in the air as she calls out to the warriors on the training field. I said eyes on your opponent's waistline. If you spend more than a glance checking his footwork, you have lost. The Disfavored officer turns to you, adjusting her pale golden surcoat as she clears her throat. Need to stay on top of the troops or their skills will rust. It's for their own good, even if they don't believe it. What's pale golden? Judging from the uniform, this is an Iron Marshal Erenius. Ah, yeah. Alright. It was mentioned you are short on warriors and need help. What's the situation? How are your warriors reacting to the edict? Kairos' ultimatum has the camp on edge. Some with dread, but most are rife with anticipation. She points to the men buried in the field. We have a lot of brothers and sisters to avenge, and the warriors are eager to take out some aggression. I, for one, choose to see the edict as a blessing, for it forces the generals to act, and we are long overdue. It was mentioned you are short on warriors and need help. What's the situation? I have brigades amassing along Placid, Echo Hall and Littletooth crossings. The Vendrian Guard may be able to hold one bridge, but they cannot hold against a concerted three-pronged attack. I have no right to give you orders, but her words falter, a short cough breaking her flow. But we all die to Kairos' edict should we fail, so I am not about to let my pride blind me to the value of good help. This is the second major attack on the river, correct? What happened last time? I don't care about that. What is the value of taking the crossing? The Disfavored need my help. Well, that's kinda obvious. Well, I will assist. Then our plan just might work. The Iron Marshal lifts her gauntlet close to her face, shifting her eyes from you to the metal articulations. We are loath to work with those who do not share our training and our values, but we know that Tunon, the educator, selects only the most capable minds for his court, and I trust you will honor us all on the field. Antio will be leading the charge at Echo Hall Crossing. Assisting you will be Barik of the Stone Shields. She points to a heavily armored soldier standing sentry at the edge of the training field. Before you ask, no, the Forge-bound weren't sloshed on Dappleseed when they fitted his armor. He survived the full force of the Edict of Storms, and this armor doesn't exactly come off. Technically it's quite brilliant, but otherwise it's something of a curse. Oh, I can imagine. Only imagine. Tapping her helmet twice, Erenius signals to the hulking presence. Barik, come meet the Fatebinder. And in case you're wondering what this is, yeah, I'm not gonna read this. I already did it once, I think, but in case you want to read it, be my guess. Barik, the soldier that steps up to you, better resembles an amalgamation of rusted plates and mismatched pieces of armor, fused into a vaguely human shape. He reeks of sweat, feces, and whatever oil treatment keeps him flexible. Ugh.
Fatebinder, The Iron Marshal has tasked me with keeping you alive, and I have no intention of disappointing her. That should be enough assurance for anyone.
Staying out of trouble? I'm just gonna nod silently. This favor one. Barrick returns your nod, silent, save for the creaking articulation in his alloyed carapace.
Barrick, is that you under there? I had no idea you were in Vendrian's well. Fatebinder, do you know this walking anchor?
Walking anchor. Just a minute, do you two know each other? I encountered Barrick in the Stalwart campaign, though he appears much changed. He's an excellent soldier. He may be as heavy as an anchor, but at least he's not as dense as one. Well, let's not say that. I don't believe we have encountered.
You're generous to say so. I'm afraid I left the better part of myself on the killing fields of Stalwart, but it's still in my pride and honor to serve the Legion.
His voice falters. You can't tell if it's hesitation or regret that stalls him. The Fatefinder will be joining us for the push across the river. I figured an extra hand might help. And more importantly, if my worries come true and the chorus tries to impede the mission, we will have an observer from the court on our side.
I look forward to working with you again, especially after our time in Stalwart. You defended our honor to the Scarlet Chorus, and a friend of the Legion never goes unthanked.
And in case you're wondering what that is, this is one of my conquest decisions. If you want to read them, be my guest. Actually, I might as well read it because I don't remember. When the Scarlet Chorus blamed the disfavored for a failure on the battlefield, you upheld the Iron Legion's reputation and punished the marauding Chorus for their lack of tactics. Any choice would have challenged your impartiality in the army's eyes, but you stuck by your convictions. Alright?
Better to work with the Honorable Binder than some chorus children.
He nods to you, his armor creaking as he bends his neck. Something tells me that Barrick and Verse are not going to get along very well, at least for starters. I asked that Barrick accompany you there to arbitrate the cooperation between his company and the Scarlet's Chorus. Barrick, you have been without a cohort since the last Battle of Stalwart. It's time we gave you a task more worthy than hauling wagons and leading training drills. She plants her hands on her hips and speaks in clipped official terms. Ash has assigned you to the Fatebinder's service. You are to assume this task is ongoing until we find a more permanent spot for you, which could very well mean the swiftly approaching end of this war, or when the Fatebinder dismisses you. Is that understood? Barrick regards the Iron Marshal in oppressive silence. That's an order, Barrick. She shakes her head and signs, returning her focus to you. He can be as stubborn as pulling a spire out of the earth, but he is a good soldier. I hope you don't mind the company. I'm honored to have a member of the Iron Legion on my side. I do mind, but I allow it anyway. If so, I can put a large object between myself and the enemy. Well, let's just be nice. You have gained favor with this favor and loyalty with Barrick. Excellent. I look forward to your success in the field. Alright, so we got a third party member. Nice. So well, he looks kinda badass. But let's see. What does he have? Oh. Damn. She got like tons of plate. She's why am I saying she? He is like a walking pile of plates. He's a walking what's that throne you call in the Game of Thrones? Well, hell, yeah, he's that. He's the walking throne of plates. Jesus Christ. But he seems to be wielding a sword and a shield. So he's going to be our tank, I presume. That's nice. Mash some mash berries. Alright. Can we give him this helmet? Well, it doesn't seem to be any better. I actually like that helmet. Well, let's not talk to him just yet, because I think we have been talking quite a lot here already. Alright, so up. Who's this? Isotanis. Is he a merchant? Isotani's curses on the air as a blade of thin iron breaks in half beneath his hammer. Repairing wagons with scrap isn't exactly why I got into this craft, but our supplies are spent. He wipes the sweat from his brow and gets a better look at you. Why not forge bronze? Bronze will do in a pinch, don't get me wrong. It can take a beating and get bent back into shape. Unlike this stubborn iron we have here. He glances at a pile of his work with dread. And we always have plenty of tin and copper lying around, so supplies aren't the problem. It's a rare smith who can churn out military grade bronze consistently. More often than not, it comes out soft. Look around camp. We are garbing the Legion head to toe in iron because it's cheaper and easier to produce for the masses. Couldn't do that with bronze. He looks Barrick up and down. Of course, some of us do go overboard from time to time. They call it disfavored the Iron Legion for a reason. Strategy and skill may be our backbone, but our claws are made of iron. The good stuff that comes from the smiths in Legion's Crossing. You have gained favor with disfavored. You are no stranger to that, are you, Fatebinder? He spares you a subtle wink. Iron isn't just a symbol of our strength and unity. It means friendship in some circles, as you yourself have seen. And another conquest decision, in case you want to read that. You mentioned an iron shortage. I'm afraid so. The last shipment sent down to Matani went missing near Echo Call Crossing, and I'm afraid we won't be seen any more now that the valley is sealed. Forge-bound iron is Tuno's responsibility. Why is this the first I'm hearing of it? Keep your voice down. Isotani flinches and lowers his own. Craven Ash doesn't want to cause a panic or pass any information to the Vendrian Guard. Best case scenario, the iron tumbled off a boat and is rusting on a riverbed. Worst case, it ends up in enemy hands. I have been instructed to aid an operation in Echo Call. I'll keep an eye out for your shipment. If I find myself in Echo Call, I suppose I can keep an eye out. What an embarrassing display of incompetence. Count me out. Now let's help them. For Kairos. I appreciate that. As does the great general. More than you might guess. Maybe he isn't quite quick to offer his thanks to outsiders, but I know he'll be grateful for your help. It would be a boon to the war effort if our iron was recovered. You can trust me to handle this. I'm here to help, even if that means clean up the Archon's mess. Disfavored. No need to salt the wound, Fatebinder. None of us is mistaken in thinking that the siege has gone exactly as planned. I know, but I'm just reminding you that where your place is. He glances to a crate beside him and points to a small set of notches on the wood. You see that? That is how we tell apart our iron shipments from the rest. Inconspicuous, so people don't go snooping around. You'll want to keep your eye out for these. Good hunting. All right. So we got 3 quests now. I would like to move out soon, but I think I explore some more. Who is this? Bitter Quip. Must be one of the Scarlet Chorus. Glory to the voices of Nerat, projecting his salutation for all to hear. The grinning bloodshanter wraps his staff against the ground as you approach. Fatebinder Rurkak, I presume? His smile quickly retreats, giving way to a sour scowl. I am Bitter Quip. I am here as the emissary of the Scarlet Chorus. Bitter Quip looks at you impatiently. What is it like working with the disfavored? He scoffs, looking away from you for a moment before sniffing and returning his attention to you. Reporting to the Iron Hag is an insult. She fought 1 duel for her title. 1. Her leadership must be continuously proven, earned and defended. Weakness should bleed to the bottom of the army, not rise to the top. My assignment here is also an insult, but one I will bear for the good of the chorus. Bitter Quip sniffs the air, smiling with one side of his mouth. If only to see with my own eyes the failure of the disfavored, that will be a fine day. Well, we kinda know everything we need to know about Scarlet Chorus at this point, I take it. Bit equip knots as you depart. Alright. I see, look!
Can't do that.
What do we have here? Bronze bracers, some cheese and grain. Alright, take it all. Can we give it to someone else? Someone who has worse, who is wearing something worse right now. Where is it? There. Unarmed DPS. Well, we don't have anyone who specializes in unarmed combat, so no. Alright, I think that's all. Let's head out. Why is his number glowing? Did he level up or something? Oh, I knew it. Level up. With each level, you can increase one of your character's attributes: might, finesse, quickness, fit, vitality, or resolve. Each of these attributes provides benefits to your character, as well as increase one or more skills. Increasing an attribute costs 1 point until the attribute score reaches 19. To raise an attribute from 19 to 20 requires 2 attribute points. Alright. So what do we have here? I think, well, since this guy is going to be our tank, we either want to give him a might or vitality. Let's put some more to vitality. Yep, and these two haven't got any levels yet. Yep.
Let's be off.
Gonna save my game here, just in case. Alright, now, how can I check the world map? Where could I see the map? Talent points. There are 6 categories of talents available to your character: leadership, defense, power, agility, range, and magic. With each level you gain 1 point to purchase a talent from any of these categories. With a talent tree, each tier of talents unlocks based on how many talent points have been spent within that tree. To learn a talent, select its icon and then the save button to confirm your choice. Each companion has their own talent trees with unique abilities. These abilities unlock in the same manner as your character's talents. As you spend points within a companion talent tree, further tiers of talents become available. Alright, so who got the level up? Barrick? Oh wait, can I have a point here? Out of the blade. Requires 1 talent point spending. Increases 100 and 200 weapon damage. Gain a chance to attack enemies as they engage you. Barrick becomes an intimidating force on the battlefield. Enemies nearby Barrick have their resolve reduced. This is actually quite nice. I like that. Save, and can we give... Verse taunts her foe, enraging them and forcing them to attack her for a brief time. When an enemy strikes first, she gains a passive bonus to dodge and parry parry skill until combat ends. This affects stats. This looks very nice. After a kill, Verse will strike twice with her attacks for a short time. That sounds very nice too. Furious Rush. Verse moves quickly about the battlefield, too quickly for enemies to engage her. I actually like this. Skill and spree. I want her to be a very aggressive, barbarian-like fighter, and we can give some. We can select something here, apparently. A rush shield. When superior, replace dodge with parry while defending against ranged attacks. Well, we're not a rogue or anything. Move faster in combat. Feint. Wait, we can pick? Oh, it means that how many Well, now how many number of points we have used. Alright, I thought this meant how many points we can, how many free points we got. How do I see the... Ah, never mind, I think I figured that out later.
Right.
Alright, so, and Red Edgerin Ruins, God, these names. So we started from here and then moved to this favorite camp. Then our next destination is Scarlet Chorus Camp. Echo Crossing. Echo Crossing is a village situated along one of the narrow sections of the Matani River. It is the main route into the heart of the valley and possesses two highly defensible bridges. Many settlers in the area are believed to be directly assisting the rebel effort. Alright. Northern clearing. Apex's forests give way to rockier terrain as one approaches the eastern mountains. These favorite earthshakers reportedly travel to this location and may still be present. Alright, but I don't think we need to go to the Scarlet Chorus camp yet, and I think there are two quests we have to do here, so let's go here first. And it takes 5 hours to get there. Ambush! Your path is blocked by a small group of Vendrian guard. You can go no further until you deal with them. Well, shit. That was a surprising. Didn't expect that to happen. What do we have here? What do we have here?
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
A woman's voice booms from atop a nearby outcropping flashes of aquamarine body paint. Alright, gotcha. Flashes of aquamarine body paint peek out from under her loose, fitting traveler's garb, and her outfit is festooned in braids and knots of sailor's line. Flanked on either side by warriors dressed in Vendrian guard regalia, the woman leans on an elaborate, bladed staff pulsing with arcane energy. A swath of blue fabric rests draped over her arm. The blue flag is a symbol of diplomacy and truce, recognized across most of the known world, and it is a custom that tiersmen hold dear. To harm another person under the auspices of a blue flag is a grave offense. In both the tiers and in Kairos' empire, the customary punishment is death. Oh, then we don't want to attack her. She looks kinda cool.
In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal.
The woman bows deeply, lowering her head in a practiced display of ethique. The warriors by her remain in a ready stance, their nerves clearly on edge. In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I abide by this truce. You have me at disadvantage. Glares silently. You would detain a Fatebinder of the Archon of Justice? Unwise. You have me at disadvantage.
I am Ebb of the School of Tides, and today I speak on behalf of the Vendrian Guard.
Alright.
I advise caution, Fatebinder. Only thing more dangerous than a tiersman is an educated one.
For some reason, Barrick's voice is very similar. It's like I have heard it before. I mean that the voice actor is very similar. Anyway, metal articulation groan as he tries to subtly move his hand towards his blade. There's a blue flag. I expect you will honor it. Then don't anger her.
As is our custom, we are ready to kill to defend our lands, but we kill only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos' way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release.
One of the leaders of the attack on Edgerin Ruins, Tarkus Deimos, was subdued during the battle in accordance with the Scarlet Chorus' request. You ordered demos conscripted into the chorus. You ordered demos conscripted into the chorus. Sorry, that name means nothing to me. Tarkis Demos is with the chorus now.
Then if we see him again, it will have to be as enemies.
Oh, I like this a lot. She looks to the warriors to either side of her, shaking her head.
If I may make one more inquiry. What of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
Who's that? Though you rarely have the luxury of matching names to the countless tiersmen you have encountered. Yeah, indeed. You are reasonably certain she is asking about the Vendriad Guard warrior that took Trastus hostage at Edgerin Ruins. He did not survive the encounter. Indeed, because I was the one. Well, I wasn't the one who killed him, but I helped them with that. Another dead Oathbreaker, whoever you will ask about next, I assure you, nothing can be done. Pelox Turiel is dead.
My apologies, Fatebinder. I had a terrible feeling this errand was in vain from the start. I had no expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them. That'll have to be enough.
Bow deeply. Sorry you did not find what you were seeking. Like hell we are gonna say that. I have some questions for you. We are through, leave while you still can. I have some questions for you. Well, it's I think it's only fair that we ask in turn.
We shouldn't be socializing with Oathbreakers.
I will entertain them as best I can. After all, understanding is the only hope we have. What is it you wish to know?
Why do you resist Kairos? What are you trying to save? That's actually a very good question. I'm interested to hear the answer. How did you and your friends overthrow the garrison? Who's in charge of this insurrection? Were the prisoners swaps in the past? Well, let's ask this first one.
I grew up without my knee bent to Kairos, and if I'm going to bow to someone, let it be another Tiersman. We've ruled ourselves just fine for centuries, so we'll give our lives so that our sons and daughters might rule themselves.
The younger realms were beset with constant battle. You would prefer that to Kairos' order. Only your daughters are really free in the tiers. Why fight against Kairos' equality? What makes you think you have a chance? But a mate like you would not be the subject of such superstition and fear under Kairos' reign. Let's ask the first one.
You make conflict sound like a bad thing. Yes, the younger realms saw frequent battles, but it was never this wholesale slaughter like we've seen of late. No Tiersman ever cast an edict on the soil, or forced prisoners to kill each other, or butchered beastmen tribes.
Oh, you actually care about them. Only your daughters are really free in the tiers. Why fight against Kairos' equality? Ah, I see. So in the tiers, women are the ones who are basically running things, or so I understood it. Only your daughters are really free in the tiers. So no patriarchy here.
There's freedom, then there's trusting idiots with power. Give a man 1,000,000 marauders, he'll lose sleep worrying over his neighbor's 1,000. I prefer my realms ruled by the braver sex. For centuries we've let the lands to the women and the seas to the men. And we did plenty fine until Kairos came around.
Now that's one hardcore feminist if I have ever heard one. And if I have ever seen one. What makes you think you have a chance?
Oh, we don't. Those who believed Kairos could be stopped all died years ago, in the first wave of fighting. It's not about the hope of victory. It's about the hope of inspiring others. It is very likely we will fall here in Vendrian's Well. But perhaps others will arise elsewhere.
I don't care about this. Let me ask about something else. Who's in charge of this insurrection?
Listen to you. Thinking just like the Overlord wants you to think. There always has to be a person in charge, or things don't make sense. Well, we don't answer to anyone. We are each of us sons and daughters of the Tears, and take this task upon ourselves freely. But Captain Tarkus Ari, former Falksman of Queen Vendry and Alanta, is the voice we trust when we seek unanimity.
I assume Tarkus Ari and Tarkus Demos are relations.
Yes. Deimos was Ari's brother. We were certain he was dead, but the captain takes family seriously. So I volunteered to find some answers. And now here we are.
Well, that's all.
Fair enough. But now a question for you.
What? But you already had your questions. Well, go ahead. You can always ask, but I may not answer.
The edict. I can feel its magic coursing through the air. Everyone can. But those of us enlightened to the currents of magic feel it most. The wording of the edict. What was it?
Such details are for Kairos' warriors only. Kairos forces must take Ascension Hall by the Day of Swords, or all in the valley will perish. Clear silently. It's a curse on the valley. Those disloyal to Kairos will slowly weaken and die. Such details are for Kairos' warriors only.
So you will not say. I expected as much. Can it be worse than endless storms or fire pouring from the earth? Not that you'd answer that either.
Indeed I won't.
I've another question for you, if you will entertain it.
You are giving me a hard bargain here, woman.
Are we really standing here and chatting with Oathbreakers? It's hard to watch. Like cuddling a goat you're going to kill for dinner.
That's a nice way to put it. Ask your question, Ip.
When I was young, my parents told me the Tears were special, and the Overlord's edicts and armies could never touch us. It seems I've been told a hefty sum of lies. So answer this honestly for me, please. Is it true that Tunon's Fatebinders can smell truth from falsehood?
I don't actually know. Lie? Yes. Lie? That's true. Falsehood on parchment is an especially rank smell of endure. Is it true that Tunon's Fatebinders can smell truth from falsehood? Not sure if we should just straight out lie, but I don't exactly feel like lying to this woman either. Or should I just glare silently? Tough choices, folks. Well, let's just say the truth. No, that's not true.
Thanks for that. I could see why you'd want to foster the mystique all the same. The School of Tides would always tell commoners we didn't know how to summon drinkable water. Once they find out, you can't eat in peace. And Kairos' edicts. I have heard the sages speak at length that some of the edicts elsewhere in the world have been broken. How is this?
And Kairos' edicts. I have heard the sages speak at length that some of the edicts elsewhere in the world have been broken. The Overlord has some control over how the edicts linger, but Kairos only knows the exact details.
Ah, so some edicts are forever. The rest are, as long as Kairos has in mind? Needless to say, Kairos' magic is unlike anything we've seen in any Archon. And one more mildly self-indulgent question, but I simply must know. Kairos, male or female?
Yeah, I'm actually curious to know too. I know for a fact he's a man, or no, for a fact it's a she. The Overlord is mother and father. The question is irrelevant. I like this answer.
Fine, fine. I've heard that answer before. Sorry I asked. You'll forgive, I hope, the questions. The Overlord and his Archons used to be things of legend. Now they're everyday maladies, and I'm eager to separate the truth from the lies I've been told by house and guild. In accordance to our most ancient customs, let us depart in honorable accord. May peace find you, Fatebinder.
She bows deeply, pounding her staff on the ground twice before turning to leave. Do you two have anything to say for that?
At your service, Fatebinder.
Mm-hmm.
What do you need?
Alright, nothing. What about Barrick?
You look as if you have something on your mind. By all means.
Alright.
What can I do for you?
Well, we'll talk to Barrick later. I just wanted to check if they had anything they wanted to add to that little discussion we had. Oh wait. Oh crap. Verse is still injured. We need to rest at some point. Well, we rest when we get to the Echo Call Crossing, whatever the name that place's name was. Oh wait. Did I see loot? I'm looking at the map here. Where is it? Ah, there. What do we have here? Azure Bell, Skycap, Blood Moss. You know, when it comes to games like this, I'm very bad at using items. Especially small items like this. You know, flowers, roots, seeds and things like that. Oh, that's a topaz. Oh hey, and there's some deers.
Can't do that.
What's so special about this puddle? You can make out the faintest outline of a soldier's arm in the bottom of this pond, a victim of a previous battle in the area. Charming!
I'd say that's worth a second glance.
Oh, good work, Verse. And since you found it, you can keep it. What do we have here? A coronet and an agate. And Echo Hall Crossing. Yeah, that I remember it correctly. Echo Hall Crossing. So 46 more minutes. And no ambushers this time. Well, they didn't ambush us, but just came to our way to chat. And here we are. I hear the song of battle. We must join it at once. Keep watch, the enemy may strike again any moment. Well, hello there. Back over here, maintain defensive posture. Winded, the disfavored commander clutches his blood-stained chest piece as he takes a deep breath, gathering his thoughts. His focus is on the scattered wounded men around him. He has yet to notice you. Your plan has been a rousing success. Most of our troops dead. A bridge destroyed, and the Ventrient Guard pushed us back to where we started. Ladies and gentlemen, the finest the North has to offer. And for your next act, the sarcasm is real in this one. I needed those Furies on point. Don't mock my strategy after working against it. We could have taken them. What is happening? Shouldn't you be on the other side of the bridge? We tried to rush the western bridge. Blow for blow. We had them running, but his gaze drops and a long sight escapes. But halfway across the whole damn river the blood chanter gesticulates, flailing for words. Lurched up, the cursed Matani swallowed the bridge and most everyone on it. Only real soldiers were left are the Scarlet Furies that I, quite wisely, directed into flanking position. A few of us kept our footing, but the advantage was lost. We had to fall back. As we did, the Outbreakers surged down the east bridge. We held ground until they fled back across the river. But now we are back where we started, with only a fraction of the strength. Antio is in command. He should have concentrated forces as he directed. A member of the School of Tides is alive and working with his Ventrient Guard. I assure you, she is the culprit. Wait, what? A member of the School of Tides is alive and working with the Ventrient Guard. I assure you, she is the culprit. How do we know that? Did we have a conversation about this at one point, and I don't remember it? A direct attack was a dumb idea. Peter Quip was wise to hold a reserve. A member of the School of Tides is alive and working with the Vanguard Guard. I assure you, she is the culprit. That would explain it. I saw a woman dressed in blue at on the other side of the river. Didn't seem like she fit with the others. Had we focused our strength into one perfect lunge, we could have crossed the bridge before the enemy knew what was killing them. But it's too late. We can use the Scarlet Furies to... No! Fool! Stop suggesting ways to get my gang killed. Are you working for the Outbreakers? We should wait until the enemy is no longer on high alert. Aren't you still in command? Follow his orders or I'll find the next person in your gang willing to do so. If Antonio's plan is a good one, what would you suggest instead? Well, we can sit and wait for Kaiser's edict to kill us, or we can do something. Well, let's ask just out of curiosity. There is a time for initiative and a time for patience. We should try a different part in the river, or come back later. The enemy is too wary of us now. I kinda agree. Are you in such a rush to see Kairos' edict come to pass? Sorry, Quip, but I'll strap you to my back and charge down that other bridge alone, but doing nothing isn't an option. Antonio is still in command, follow his orders, yada 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 yada. We can sit and wait for Kairos' edict to kill us, or we can do something. If this were a hearing of grievances, I would let you call the shots, but we are talking about the lives of my gang. Conscripts are a copper a dozen, but Furies. I have worked hard to secure the loyalty of my gang. I will not scrap fine warriors on so buffoonish a plan. Perhaps if you had help covering the coast of enticing replacement warriors to your gang. How about you just tell me what you would like in exchange for your cooperation? Athletics 30, strike him. What was that? Super Tush 30. I suppose I'll have to tell the voice of Mirad that his agents were soft and cowardly in the face of opposition. Should I just punch him in the face or a bit more subtle? These are both very good choices. Let's go with the fourth one. Huh? Do you think your words would change? The chanter smiles wide. I meant to say, perhaps the Fatefinder is right. Antio is in charge. When you meet next with the Archons, you will tell the voices I was instrumental in the success of the crossing. Yeah, sure, whatever you say. Just like that, his favorite warrior crumbles in his face in his palm. No, wait, I won't question it. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, you had best be thanking me and the Fatebinder. We have saved the disfavored time and time again. What's one more? Listen up. For this to work, my Furies need a moment to get out of cover. Fatebinder, you need to run up the east bridge. Don't get yourself killed. You just draw the attention. I'll signal my Furies to send a rope across while you have them occupied. There's no time to waste. Let's hope your gang delivers. Antonio turns to you, nodding with a heavy frown. Thank you, Fatebinder. And good hunting. Alright. I'm gonna save here again. Oh, why should I save this? Let's just save it here. Alright, so what did we have to do again? How did we just check the quest log? Attack the eastern bridge. While the Chorus scouts attempt to send a rope across the river, create a distraction for your forces by attacking the eastern bridge of Echo Call Crossing. Eastern, so we go this way. Quickly, Fatebinder, to the bridge! Yeah. Oh, there, look at all this loot. Vanguard Guard, heavy gauntlets, broken armor, potion of revival. Nice. And some fine boots. There's the end of the map.
Interesting.
Oh, a trap. And two-handed weapon when none of us use two-handed weapons. I'm gonna save this here again. Is it here? Yeah. Now disarm.
Found something.
Trap disarmed. Nice. Then let's disarm this. Let us disarm this. Let us disarm this trap here, folks, before you attack. You good? Good. Then save before we start the combat. This is my fourth episode of this let's play, and this is only our second real combat. Second only combat. So, for Kairos!
Send them at me in waves!
Oh yeah, and we need to...
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass!
And we need to heal worse. We need to rest at some point. I forgot that completely. Oh, that was a nice charge. What? Alright, what can you do? Iron Trolling. Barik and the Fatebinder both bang on their shields and armor. Harassing an enemy, the target is compelled to attack Barik for a short time, while the Fatebinder's mocking gestures leave the enemy confused and off guard. The foe loses a whole ability to parry and dodge only their recolored senses. Well, let's try this for fun. And Verse, you just try to kill him.
Stand together!
What? What the hell was that? You just stay there, Verse. Actually, can you drink a potion? Yeah. Alright, that was rather tough. I think drinking some potions is in order. We don't have too many healing potions, I take it. I think I should buy more at some point when I get... Oh, there it is, quick items.
On it.
Oh, and there's this house. Gonna save again. But doesn't look like we can go in there. Ah, and we level up, I take it. Can we... Oh, 1 point. Alright. So that's where I see it. Perform a powerful palm strike to the target's chest. This sounds more like something what a monk would do. Adds armor penetration to the thrust ability and increases its accuracy. This sounds very nice. Let's pick this. Yup. Unsaved changes will be lost. Save all. Wait, didn't I... Reputations, journal, talents... Didn't I... Oh, the stats. Yeah, of course. Stats. Ability and spell cooldown, attack and ability strength. Let's put 1 point here. Alright. Then you, I want you, what's this? Strike in iron. Strike a single enemy, dealing significantly increased damage if the target is engaged in Barik. Well, you go first then. Oh wait. God damn it! Mutani Sybil. You there! And you! Signaling her warriors to the bridge. A woman in the regalia of a Vendriad guard. Captain pierces the commotion with her shrill soprano. Get over here! The disfavored are back. Guess they forgot a javelin or two. Be a doll, would you? Hurl them back. Oh damn. Wait. No. Wait, not another disfavored. This is a Fatebinder. She looks you up and down. Odd. I would have expected, well, just more soldiers. Here to convince us to kneel down and lose our heads? I need to resolve this insurrection with as little killing as possible. Change requires bloodshed, but hopefully this war will end soon. The sooner you surrender, the sooner your children can live in prosperity. Either 2 or 4. Let's say 4. You have gained wrath with the red card. Well, I don't care about them. It's fine. Victorious pillagers say all sorts of things to justify sticking their spears into nations and raping their way into the family vines. She waves a hand at you dismissively. You are cute for taking your role so seriously. Your friends seem to have misplaced most of their squad. Guess they are somewhere in my river, she shrugs sarcastically. My family's been protecting this river for 6 generations, so it's easy to lose track of all the looters and vagrants we have had to feed to the eels. Unless you want to try a running leap over, you are stuck. Maybe try heading downstream to Placid Crossing. We have more warriors there, and I'm certain they would be just as happy to kill you. Let us cross, and we will grant you mercy. The Tidecaster that did this, same one that met me for truce. Lower this bridge and surrender. Trying to take a stock of our crew. She lets out a loud snort, laughing to herself. We have had unexpected help of late. Kill and rape a realm enough, and everyone comes out of the woodwork to shift you in the ear. Lower this bridge and surrender. Hold your oars a second. I have a statement prepared from Captain Ari for just this moment. She reaches into her belt and with an impish smile pulls her hand out to reveal nothing but the local hand gesture for penis. Alright. Wait, there's a second missive here somewhere. She feigns scouring her pockets once more before displaying her phallic gesture again. As amusing as I find this zone to be corpse, it would appear that our distraction has paid off. He nods off to the west. Satisfied, she turns to leave, calling out to you as she does. I wouldn't keep standing there, Fatebinder. The river's currents are quite unpredictable. Quest updated. The battle report back to Peter Quip. Oh, it was that easy. But before we do that, let's check out this place. There seems to be corpses we can loot and a house we can't enter to. Shame.
Have a look here.
The soldier has numerous wounds on his body. The cold forms of 2 elderly villagers lay nearby. 2 victims that he ultimately could not shield from harm. Ah. Now what do we have here? Oh, a bow. Too bad none of us uses a bow. Maybe I should have made my guy use a bow as well. And broken helmet. What's this? Most of the homes on the southern side of the river has been abandoned, much like this one. They are too fast. Few of Apex's citizens believe that raising a blue flag will be respected by Kyros's forces. Oh, no, this way. Well done! While you were toying with the Oathbreakers, my gang had the opportunity to set a rope on the collapsed bridge over yonder. The Furies wait to join you in battle. Good work, your gang has salvaged this mess. What is the plan now? Thanks, but perhaps had you listened to Antonio sooner, this wouldn't have been necessary. Well, let's be nice. You have gained wrath with his favorite and favor with the Scarlet Swords. We require no thanks for carrying the burden that this favorite is too weak to lift. We are used to such things. Plan now is to lower the bridge. My warriors can't swim in their armor. The lighter troops, he points squarely at you, can move across the rope. Then lower the bridge. We'll meet you on the other side. Crossing by rope, are we? Barrick clears his throat and shifts his weight awkwardly. In that case, I might recommend that I go last. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Barrick. For once, I agree with Antonio. Peter Quip points across the water in an animated alarm. My gang's been spotted. Go now, before they are overwhelmed. Alright, I think we can do this before we end this episode. This has been quite a long one. I don't mind making these episodes last an hour or so, because these games are very, how should I say, slow paced. So I don't mind if this episode lasts an hour. So wait, not here. Here. Go, go, go! And we really need to rest after this somewhere to get Verse back to her strength. Rope crossing. Kairos' soldiers have tied a rope to the bridge to bridge the two halves of the river. It looks sturdy enough to cross by hand. Gonna save here real fast. Lower the bridge. Ah, you mean this one, I take it. So we have to battle through all these guys. Let's help him. Launches rushing today are allowing her to unleash a series of well-aimed arrows into the target above. Wait, she can use arrow? She can use bows? Didn't know that. Well, kill him. You focus him, and what about me? Let's try thrust, see how this goes. Oh shit! Don't die, Verse.
Sorry about that.
Verse, go away, Verse. Blood-soaked stone. No, let's let Verse her rest.
I got it.
Oh crap! I'm dead. I'm so damn dead. Guess we aren't so strong and mighty as I thought we were.
It's a hit.
Well, we are still taking them down.
Oh, someone stood.
Well, she's not the AI is not completely stupid. He tries to take Verse if I'm too close, because she's the weakest. Oh god damn it, not you too, Barrack. Just kill him, kill her. Ah, damn it.
Oh, my bad roll looks pretty inviting right about now.
Damn. We'll have to wait a little bit till our health is a little higher. What do we have? Ah, good. Just what I needed. Starkiss's hood and staff of boreal frost. Shame that we don't have any magic users.
On it.
What do we have?
The butchers have come! Flee!
Nah, just civilians. Oh crap. I'm gonna make a save here. Alright, so do we have any items that can help us? Revive. Ah, no, revival potion. Of course, that's what the name says. But I wasn't 100% sure. Oh wait, what's this? Armor, pierce.
Yes.
Retreat. Captain Matani signals for her troops to run to the nearby village. There is too many. They have crossed the river. Pull back. Girl, woman, there is 5 of you and there's only 3 of us. Soldiers rush forward and adopt a close formation, covering Captain Matani as he retreats towards the nearby settlement. Athletics. Brandish your weapon menacingly. Raise your hand if you leave behind. Raise your hand if you leave behind orphans. Hold. I wish only to talk. Die, old breakers. Well, let's try this. You gained 83 athletic skill experience. Holy damn. One of the soldiers panics at the proposition and breaks formation to flee.
Look at that, future course.
You use that and... I don't know, use that. Just kill him quickly. Use burning arrow on that one.
Together.
Oh, she can use bows. She gained a level and now she's now all good. Nice. But I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Kill them, please. Can we level up Verse? Alright, attack and ability strength. Let's give some more damage. And then talents. Ocean arrow dressed in an oil and covered flame sets foes on fire for much longer than burning iron. First spins the target's feet with an arrow, hoppling them so they move more slowly. Attacks made with bows gain armor penetration, nice. While only wearing light armor, gain bonus to dodge. I like this one. So was it passive? Yeah, I guess so. And what was this again? Coordinate with worse? Just trust your weapons. Just kill him already.
Bleed out, you little shit. You got it.
Bleed out, you little shit.
I got
What?
it.
Hey, what's the language, woman? Hard shot.
Right.
And you, Beric.
Someone staunch my bleeding.
Just 1 or 2 more hits. There we go. Good job, Tim. Good job. Barrick is very much hurt though. Alright, and we can't loot them. Damn it. Well, let's blow down the bridge. Excellent work, Fatebinder. We'll hold the bridge against any reinforcements. But not to lose the momentum. Push into the village. We'll join as soon as we are able. But I need to rest. Excellent work. All that remains is Captain Matali's Zubi to the north. My soldiers paid the price for this favored incompetence. Let's not forget who made this bridge capture possible. Oh, there's some loot. Now some fruit. Alright. More loot. Some root and topaz. And we can't enter this house. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end this episode here. Episode here. I have been recording for I don't know. Feels like an hour or so. So I'm gonna end this episode here, and in the next one we are gonna continue our advance to the village to confront what was her name? Captain Subil, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, sorry. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you next time.